First job, breakfast. Get that down me. Race breakfast will consist of a porridge pot and a couple of these and a banana. Right, new cable tie time for my watch. I had to charge it last night, so it had to come off. Okay, so breakfast one done. I'm going to follow it up with some Weetabix and my banana. Now, I mentioned the other day that I do struggle with heartburn and eating and sloshing things about in my stomach isn't usually that good, but on race mornings I don't really have much of a choice, and I do try and eat a couple of hours before race start to try and let everything settle. So it's 6 o'clock now. I've got an hour, 2 hours 40 minutes to let this go down, which usually is enough time, so I should be good to go, and it's pretty easy stuff in my stomach, so yeah, we should be all right with this. Okay, the last thing I need to do is put the nutrition on the bike, grab all my bags, and then I'm going to leave in about 15 minutes, about 6:30. Like I say, it's about 10 minutes to walk over there. That gives me an hour in transition to drop the bike off and the bags. There's not really much to do, to be honest. Everything's sorted, so I'm not going to rush. Otherwise, I'm just going to be hanging around over there. Weather out there looks, well, it's still dark, but dawn is coming, and you can see some rain clouds. Now, I have checked the forecast again, and it looks pretty clear. It looks like it's going to be a warm one, but there were a few specks of rain, but that seems to have cleared up. But yeah, get ready to go. Right, we're go time. Let's get over there. Right, as you can see, it's been raining overnight. Really wet. Hopefully that clears up. Should do. Right, it is lovely and calm. No wind whatsoever, so looks like it'll be a nice calm swim. And we're just coming up to the athlete area now. So we'll go in and get everything sorted. Now, unfortunately, guys, because I am on my own, I'm not sure what race footage I'm going to get. Well, I'm not going to get any, to be honest, to that. But I will try my best afterwards to try and capture some of the essence of the race. But yeah, it's just me on my own, so unfortunately I can't film. It'd be way too difficult to do it anyway, and probably get disqualified, so we don't want that. Right, it's a very simple transition. All the racks are numbered. Let's just come in, run along here, find your rack, which I'm 14, and then the bike. And I've got to work out where the run out is and that sort of thing, but so you've got to be either end of these, so not too difficult. Okay, here, dropping off the swim bag, or the bike bag, and my number. There I am. And then the next bag drops. The transition is pretty simple. And you can see there is the run out is there as well. That's what I mean about the transition, pretty simple, close to the apartment. And maybe I should have come down a little later. It actually closes in 45 minutes, so I've got an hour and 40 minutes to kill for my race start. I'm trying to get a little warm up and warm the arms up and that sort of thing. Let's go and look at the conditions maybe. Okay, there's the swim start. Sea looks good. Not too bad actually. Right, I'm going to do last minute things. Because I'm so close to the apartment, I'm going to nip back, use the loo again, and then drop my bag off, transition and get sorted for about half an hour, so time. Okay, this is going to be probably the last time I pick up the camera now before the race, because I'm about to go into transition, drop my last bag off, which will have all my phone and everything in, so no access to it then after that, because it closes in 15 minutes. So I'll see you after the race, and let's just hope this is a good one. I've just got to swim well. It's my open water swimming just doesn't translate into what I do in the pool, which is frustrating, but probably because I don't swim enough in open water. But we'll give it a go. I'm hoping for a good break and a good run. So let's get it on, and I'll see you after the race. Turning point is up there. But the run course is mainly along the beach. Yeah, quite long stretches really. Seems to go on and on and on. Ah, race done and dusted. Bloody hell, that was hot. Hot, hot, hot. Ice, well, you can see the salt all over me, all on my legs, which I don't know if that's the sea or me, but I think probably me. That run was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So hot, there's not any shade on it whatsoever, but I'm not complaining. I had a okayish swim, not brilliant. Really good bike and a decent run. I'll go through it a little bit later, but honestly, I'm broken. Absolutely broken. But really, actually quite proud of myself, particularly on the bike and particularly on the run, digging in, because it was super hot. Right, I'm gonna get my stuff, and then maybe I'll try and capture a little bit of the finish line and that sort of thing for you. Yeah, I would like to get more video, but I'm just too bloody tired. I'm just making my way back to the apartment now, sort all this gear out, and then I'll debrief you. But it is difficult when you're on your own. You can't really get any race footage, which is a bit of a shame, because you kind of lead all these vlogs and these videos up to this. It's a bit of an anticlimax really. So I do apologise for that if you wanted to see race footage. But I'll debrief you. Hopefully that's good enough. This apartment is an absolute bomb site at the moment, and I've got to get it all sorted. I guess that's the thing after a race and going home the following day. You've got to pack it all, but I did most of it last night. It does look worse than what it actually is, so I'm going to get this all done, and yeah, at least then I can just go out and get something to eat and enjoy it the rest of the evening. Right, we are all packed, ready to go. Bike box all sorted, all the last sort of bits and pieces, and I'll just give it a bit of a clean over. But yeah, what I thought I'd do is round up this video now by sort of talking through my race and summing that up really. So this morning, the swim, it was actually really interesting to watch the pros. I've never seen that before. I never got the chance to do that, and obviously being on the beach, Annie Haug was racing this morning, and it was really interesting to see half of the men run up the beach to take a different line to the boys. So yeah, really interesting different strategies going on. But my swim was, yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, it was what, 39 minutes. It could have been a lot better, but it was my first sea swim. I think I deviated, you know, the tides and that sort of thing. And conditions this morning were nothing like any of the recce swims I did. There was chop this morning, there was waves, which I don't know why, you know, it's one of those things anyway, but it is what it is. And I enjoyed it nonetheless. It was a new experience for me. I think I could have swum it better, but maybe the next time around I will have a better plan for that. And I just need time in the open water, I think, really, because like I said this morning, my swims in the pool do not correlate to what they do in open water. And I think that's just the fact that you need to swim in open water. It's not a different technique, but there are strategies and things that you have to take on board. But anyway, so after the swim, I obviously got into transition, and I faffed about in transition. I took 6 minutes, which was a bit long, really. And the reason was because I put my heart rate monitor on in transition, and that was a really bad move. I should have put it on before the swim and just swum with it, really. Obviously, being in a wet, really, when all your suit is wet, it's really hard to get off and that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, when I'm thinking about it, in hindsight, yeah, it's a lesson learned, isn't it? And next time I will certainly put it on before I tackle the swim. So after faffing about in transition, I went and got onto the bike, and it was beautiful riding that bike. That's the first time I've raced on it. It's just it seems so smooth, seems so nice. And the course is fast. It is a fast course. It isn't flat, but it's not hilly. I wouldn't call it hilly. There are some undulations in it. I think I did 1,500 feet worth of climbing across the distance, and that was mainly because it was on a highway, and obviously you've got I suppose they are flyovers, but roundabouts and that kind of thing. So looking back on the course, there's some really fast sections. I'd run out of gearing, to be honest, on it. I was hitting 30 plus mile an hour, but I could have done with a few more gears there. But anyway, and then coming into town, yeah, it's really good. Got some good support. Crowds are all there, but it's easy to navigate. You can't go wrong on it. There's people at every junction telling you where to go. So in terms of the course, pretty simple. And I would say if you're thinking about doing this race, and if you're a biker, you will hit a very good time on this, no doubt. I mean, I did 2:34 today, and it is slightly under distance, but yeah, that's pretty good for me, pretty good. So then after the bike, I got back into transition, and my transition was much better. 3 minutes, no faffing about this time, straight in, bumped the bike, grabbed my bag, trainer's socks on, cap on, and then I took a gel as well. And I think, yeah, nutrition-wise today, that was probably one of the plus things. I look back on it, I really hydrated well, I think, yesterday. And this morning, I had a really big breakfast. You'd have seen what the breakfast is. I had 2 Weetabix, and then I had porridge, and I felt really well fueled today. And I think I had 6 gels on the bike, plus a carb drink mix in my bottles. I went through all my nutrition, as well as taking a bottle from the aid station, which was some sort of hydration and carb mix. But it was all right. It's fine. I'm always a bit weary about, trying stuff I've never tried before, but it was absolutely fine. And then, as I say, we got back out onto the run, and the run was 4 laps. So it was along the beachfront, and it was bloody baking. Really hot, no shade anywhere on that course. And there's only 2 aid stations, and what I couldn't work out was why they were so close together. So you would come in from a lap, there'd be an aid station, and then literally probably 2k after that, no, not even that, probably 1.5 kilometers, there's another aid station, and then you've got a big stint before you hit them again. So yeah, I mean, I was worried about that the first lap. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to need water, but it didn't affect me, and I don't know if that's because I hydrated really well or what, but yeah, I mean, I didn't feel thirsty throughout. I didn't take any more gels or anything like that. The only thing I took was water and some Coke. And the Coke wasn't flat, so I was careful with that, how much I drank, because I didn't want all that gassiness in my stomach. But overall, the run was pretty good. I mean, it was hard because of the laps, and it was hard because it was up and down. And after the first lap, I thought, bloody hell, am I going to do 3 more? But I did, and I dug in. Yeah, I think on a day where the conditions would have been a little bit cooler, I would have dipped under 140 today, but I came in at 141, which isn't terrible. But you know, and that's I think that's actually my fastest half Ironman run. So you know, there you go. You can't be too disappointed with that, can you? So then, yeah, coming to the finish and all done. 5 hours, 5 minutes for the course. And then I got my medal, got my ticket for the paella party. So they give you some paella and a beer or a Coke. I had a Coke. I couldn't face any beer at that point. However, I've just drunk one. So there you go. Right, so last thoughts now on Challenge Salou and this race, and would I recommend it? I think I would, you know, if you're ever thinking about a quick race and something by the sea and nice weather and a nice area, this is definitely one of the places to go. It's my first challenge event. Would I do one again? Yes, I would. I think they treat you pretty well. Really good. It's much lower key than Ironman. I think there's probably 1,000 athletes there today. So a much smaller scale event. They treat you well, you know, good quality stuff, good bag, good bits and pieces that you get from the organisers. Could have done with an extra feed station on the run, I think, today, particularly in this weather, like I said before. Yeah, Salou's a nice place to visit. It's a bit British, but it's not terrible, you know, it's not nothing like Benidorm or something like that. But yeah, you can't go wrong here, really. Flights are easy. Would I do it again? Maybe in the future. Never say never. Probably not in the near future. There are other races and other experiences that I want to try first, but no doubt in the future sometime I would probably return. Yeah, so overall a really good event. 8 out of 10, maybe. 8, maybe 9. I don't know. 8 out of 10. Let's go for an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this video up there. I hope you've really enjoyed all the vlogs that I put together the last couple of days. It's been good doing them. I've enjoyed doing them, and yeah, I hope you stick around. And if you're new around here, I do appreciate your support and your subscriptions, and I will all see you very, very soon, because the next race is only 3 weeks. So there you have it.